Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. Mario and Nintendo, Sonic and Sega, those are easy for most people, but what games define a console? What would you say defines the Nintendo 64 or the original Xbox? Well, on this episode, we're talking the games that define the console. But first, some introductions are in order. I am your host, Josh, and joining me, he's defined by his love of bandanas, MMA, ice hockey, working out, hunting without getting anything, loving every multiplayer game he comes across, and just about anything else he gets distracted by. It's Ryan.
I'd like to say I'm a man of many talents, but I'm not. I'm just a man of many
distractions.
That's a good word for it. Yeah. Yes, I see something shiny. That's why I like open world RPGs. I'm just like, ooh, shiny, and I just run that way. So yeah, no, that's a very apt description.
Yeah. And joining us, he's defined by his love of indies, his disdain for AAA, his overwhelming love of rats, cosmetics, chicken sandwiches, and Metroidvanias. It's Ace.
Are you reading my dating profile right now?
Don't forget bad pizza.
Oh, hey, you leave the
true.
Caesar out of this.
Cardboard pizza is another one. I forgot about that.
Don't you dare besmirch cardboard.
And drinking straight from 2-liter bottles is another one too. So yeah, I mean, let's be honest. We could have just gone on and on here, but we got a show to get to, guys.
Yes, we do.
Oh man. Well, listen, welcome in everybody. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun. We are going to be talking about the games that defined the console. What's funny about this one is we actually started off with the game that defined the console. And then as we started sharing our lists with each other, we noticed that none of us had like a singular game and that we kind of had like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I think we were having like some struggles here trying to pick which one was the actual like console defining game on this. So we're going to be talking about Sega, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, the Nintendo Switch, and PC. So we've got a neat little mix here. We didn't want to go all old school, nostalgia. We wanted to have some kind of more modern ones. And so a mix of consoles here. We're going to get into that in just a minute. But Ryan, I believe we have another new review to read. Is that right, buddy?
We do have a review, and these we always love these reviews. It definitely brings a smile to our face every time we see them come through. So if you're able, go ahead and hop onto the Apple if you have it, and leave a review through that with the pod. It really helps us out and helps the algorithm and all that good stuff. But anyways, this one comes into us from BJ in the Morning Pod. It's got their own podcast, and it is titled "First Time Listener, Long Time Commenter." Just kidding. I've been around for like 6 months now, been meaning to leave a review for a while, met you at Phoenix Fan Fusion, have been listening ever since. You all make my days at work easier and have steered me towards games I've never played before. Thank you for the laughs, the information, and just entertaining me throughout my survival job. Good game, gents.
Nice.
Hey,
what a review.
Yeah, and we got to meet these fine fellas
I love
at
it.
Fan Fusion. On
Absolutely.
Top of that.
We sure did, guys.
Hey, you were invited, Ace.
I know. I'm coming this year. All right?
Yeah, you were invited.
It's not our fault you didn't fly all the way out from Virginia all the way out to Phoenix to stay in a hotel and to come to the convention and to do, come on, man.
Bro, my job wasn't even able to pay my vacations on time. I was not getting that time off.
Oh, man. But listen, you know what? Hey, there was a critical piece of information in that review, and that is I've been meaning to leave a review for a while, then you did it. Do you know? I'm talking to all you listeners right now. All of you out there that are like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to leave a review. Oh, I keep meaning to do that. You know what? Do it. Do it right now.
It's in your side quest bar. Look, don't you want to finish the side quest?
It costs no money. Do the review.
Don't you want that Platinum Video Gamers Podcast trophy? The last thing to get the 100% is to leave a review, people. Just leave the review. Look, pause the episode. It's okay. We'll be here when you get back. you'll just hit play, and here we are, probably still like whispering into the microphone like idiots, you know.
Idiots to be confirmed for sure.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but listen, we absolutely love the reviews. That's why we read them on the show. Thank you to everybody that's taken the time to do that. If you're on Spotify, you can leave us 5 stars, like this star that comes in from unknown listener who left 5 stars.
Yeah, thank you,
That's all you can do on
yeah,
Spotify.
good job.
Thank you.
Oh man!
And I do get a kick. You
well,
can comment on Spotify too, so I read all the comments and I put up a poll usually or some sort of thing, every week or every episode, and I do read them all. I try to respond. Josh responds too. Like there, we do look at it and we do try to communicate back. So we love it.
And the poll's
Yeah.
at the bottom for those who are asking.
Yeah, you gotta scroll
You
down.
have to scroll down to the bottom. All right.
Yeah, people find them though. I've been seeing lots of votes on these polls, and Ryan, like the Stooges we are, always likes to have some kind of crazy poll down there. Or
Mine
or
are highly
response or
professional
answers.
and very
Oh, yeah.
very specific, dude. They are
Definitely how people describe us as
Ah,
professionals.
yes.
Yeah.
Professional and specific. That's us.
All right, guys. I'll tell you what. Let's do this, man. This is a lot of fun. Now, again, take a second, listeners out there, and when we say, "Hey, the Nintendo," because the NES is not on our list. What game in your mind defines the Nintendo Entertainment System? Right? Like we're not talking the characters. We're talking the game. Like most people would probably say Mario.
yeah.
But there's a lot of games that come to mind. The original Xbox, we're not covering that one today, right? But it's like, to me, the instant game that comes to mind for me is Halo Combat Evolved, right? If you're talking the original Xbox, what is the console defining game that comes to mind when you think about that console? So that's what we're doing today. We do have different games. Like I said, we did share our list on this one. And so we do have some overlap because, I think we're obviously going to have some overlap when you talk about these types of games that define the console. But we also have some differences, which is going to make it pretty fun. But what we want to know is what you guys out there think is the console defining game as well. So make sure you leave a comment on the episode, hop in our Discord server, let us know what you think. We kind of have a no-brainer. So we kind of said, hey man, we're gonna mention this one quick because we don't know that there is anything else that actually defines this one. But we're going with the Sega Genesis, boys.
Oh boy, I wonder what it
we're
is.
starting there. There is one game. We all just kind of said it. What game is it, boys?
It's Sonic the Hedgehog
Yeah,
and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Both
Yep.
of them.
Oh yeah, with tails and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
I prefer
man.
the second, but yeah, that's just me.
Do you guys remember what the claim to fame was about the Sega Genesis over the Nintendo at the time?
Sega does what
16-bit.
Nintendo don't.
16-bit. Do you
16-bit,
remember
baby.
16-bit?
I
That's
remember
right.
seeing it they had it on the console. Like you
Oh,
could
yeah,
look
they were so
down and
proud
see,
of
you're
those
like,
bits.
16-bit, baby. And you're like,
16.
and you're blowing in your cartridge to like make sure it worked. This is old school stuff.
but-
Pains that people don't know these days.
Do you remember how colorful and vibrant Sonic seemed compared to like Mario at the time? Like that was the main takeaway with the Sega and Sonic was just how vibrant the colors in the game were and how fast Sonic could move on the screen. I think those were like the two takeaways. But yeah, I mean, I was talking before we started recording. We always do a pre-show for the supporters of the show where we do a little bit of kind of pre-show chatter, some behind the scenes stuff. And we were talking, I had a Sega Genesis. And one of the first games I got was Alex Kidd, which probably very few people have heard of or remember. But initially, Sega was trying to brand Alex Kidd as the kind of icon for the console. Well, Alex Kidd's stupid. And it was a dumb character and it didn't work out. But thankfully, they kind of fell backwards into Sonic at one point. And then they went, oh, well, this is a way cooler character than Alex Kidd was. So thus we have Sonic now, thankfully.
Thank
That's why
goodness
you
they
listen
had
to this
Echo the
show, though.
Dolphin.
Because neither of us knew about Alex Kidd, man. I'll tell you that much.
Don't you slander Echo, Ace.
I've
there we
already
go.
been down that
Slander
road.
Echo.
I've been down that road. I've seen it.
I played the heck out of some Echo, man. And to this day, nobody knows what the heck you're supposed to do in that game, dude. But I can't tell you the countless hours I spent playing Echo as a dolphin, just trying to go like,
The devs
I don't
didn't
know
even
what
know.
to do.
They didn't even know when they
Dolphin
made
things,
it.
man.
Like, is there an ending to that game? Nobody knows, man.
Everyone
I know
falls
is-
asleep.
You just, I mean, it was pretty peaceful. Unless you were too far and you were about to drown, then it wasn't peaceful.
I forget dolphins can drown. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, they're mammals.
Yeah, they're mammals.
Hello.
It's-
I forgot. I was like, wait, dolphins can drown?
Wait, dolphins can
Ace is like,
drown?
dolphins can't drown. Yeah, Ace, they're
Yeah,
mammals. They
no,
breathe
you're
air.
right. They can
They're
drown.
just like me and you, Ace. Oh man. All right, guys. Well, let's make this a little bit more difficult now, okay? Let's talk about the Xbox 360.
Ooh.
All right. Now,
boy.
to me, the console defining game was the game you played every time you turned it on and you saw the little ring turn green. Okay, because that was the real takeaway from the Xbox 360.
It's not red. No red ring
No,
is
it's
dead.
not
Oh, it's over.
Little known I went through 3 red
Three?
rings, just so you know. 3. I had 3, dude.
Did they replace it each
Dude.
time?
I sent 2 back, and then the other one, I was just like, whatever, and I just trashed it, and it was like late in the series, and so I had a new system.
Fair.
Dude, my initial Xbox 360 made it, I want to say like 9 years, dude.
Oh,
like
that's
9
crazy.
years without a red ring.
Wow.
I barely even played this thing anymore at the point that I got the red ring, but I forget what I was trying to do. And I turned it on one day and that red ring showed up and I kind of went, huh,
Ah.
like, okay.
So
like, but
this
then
is
you could still,
betrayal.
because I'm pretty sure the warranty was like extended to like 10 years or something crazy like that. So sure
Yeah.
enough, I sent it in, they sent me one back, and then I think I played like one more game on it.
You
and then I
would send
sold
it in
so-
sent
10
it
years
in.
later.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, of course I'm getting my replacement. You know?
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
play anymore. I'm
Oh,
sending
that
it
is
anyway.
such a Josh thing to send that in later. You didn't put the
all
penny
right,
on the
number one, that's
heatsink?
very fair. I can't even argue this.
Yeah, I know. Josh is like, I'm
Dang it.
gonna look up this warranty.
Yeah. I sold it though. I mean, I couldn't sell it if it had the red ring,
This is
guys.
true.
So, you know, it made sense. All right. When we think about the Xbox 360, what is the console defining game that comes to mind for you guys?
It's BioShock for me. BioShock was exclusive to the 360 when it came out, and like
It was.
it
Yep.
was so appealing, dude. The world of Rapture, the use of the plasmids and actual weapons in order to take down these creepy spliced out enemies. It's just so
The
iconic.
Big Daddies.
Yeah,
the Big
dude,
Daddies,
Big
when they were
Daddies.
showcasing those and announcing those, was the most terrifying thing you could imagine. And I still, to this day, remember Ken Levine talking about, like, you can try to take on a Big Daddy, and it is possible.
And then they made it
But
required
are you sure
part of the
about
game.
that?
Yeah.
Like, are you
Good
sure?
luck.
You know, and I just remember being terrified of those things, but also going like, one day, I'm going to take you down, boy.
Yeah. That's a good
BioShock, incredible game. It's weird to me, Ace, because like, I agree with you in a sense, but like, I completely forgot that BioShock was an Xbox 360
Xbox
exclusive
exclusive.
for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really was. What about you, Ryan?
This one for me is hard. There's a few that I remember and I feel that are like defining because this was 360 was kind of like not my youth, but my older teenage years to where I really dove into gaming. I mean, I played a lot of PC, but I would say more than anything, it was Gears of War.
Yeah. Yep.
Gary Jules' Mad World in the trailer. And just like every time I hear that song, I think of the game, and then I think of the Xbox 360, and I think of the time drinking Mountain Dew Amp energy drinks and just playing Gears of War till 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Like that to me defines the Xbox 360. I know there's other games, maybe sold more copies, but to me, that was the one that really anchored in what that series, not only like the Gears of War series were, but like what Xbox could do, you know, with that next generation, that next level of shooters and gaming.
So to me, that is absolutely one of the first things that came to mind. And then the other one for me was Halo 3.
Yep.
Okay. Like,
That's
I
fair.
mean, when you talk about a console defining game, Halo 3 was the instantaneous, okay, it's got to be Halo, right? Like anytime you mention Xbox, it's got to be Halo. But then I went, yeah, that's kind of the easy answer. I don't want to just say
That's the
Halo and
easy answer,
Xbox
man.
and all that. It is. So, but then I started thinking about it and I started going like, what game do I remember playing the most? And obviously, like I said, Gears of War and Halo, but guys, Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Mass Effect is one of the most iconic franchises in gaming. It's one of the most incredible franchises in gaming. And similar to BioShock, Mass Effect was Xbox 360 exclusive for a little while.
It's my brother's favorite game.
And again, people have to remember, this was back in the days of exclusivity. This is when, Xbox and PlayStation were going head to head on who had the best exclusives. And that's why we ran into these like exclusive periods on these. But man, Mass Effect to me is the game that I actually remember like playing the most because it was at the time one of the greatest like RPGs out there. I've always been a fan of RPGs. You're playing as Commander Shepard. It was just an incredible game. So I am officially making Mass Effect my console defining game for the Xbox 360.
That is a console
But my
selling
goodness,
game.
dude.
That is absolutely a console
Gears of
selling game.
Well, and that was the thing, right? Because these other ones are sequels too. So to think of a game that sold the console, that defined the console, for me, Mass Effect was it because we had never seen anything like that before, man.
What do you think you played the
that's fair,
most
man.
of on the 360?
Oh, Halo.
Halo 3?
by
Yeah, that
far.
was me
like,
too.
If we're talking just
Yeah.
playtime, because, multiplayer, the campaign, the Warthog run,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
you're
Yeah.
fun with buddies and stuff like that. Like, yeah, Halo 3 for me, that's why it was the first one to come to mind too. But
Yep.
I do think that Mass Effect was like the game that, like you said, Ace, it's the reason you would want to buy a 360 at that point.
That's fair.
Yeah,
it absolutely
that's fair.
is.
So, all right, guys, I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break. And then, man, this one's going to be tough. And I am very curious to hear what people say about one of the best selling consoles of all time, the PlayStation 2. We're going to talk about that right after this break. I think Ryan was trying to make the PlayStation
S?
logo with
Is this
his
an S?
hands.
Is that an S?
Is that?
Is
I
that
don't
an
think
S?
that's
Or
an
Not
S.
sure what you're doing there.
Is that an S?
Which
way?
That I got it. Yeah, that's an S.
Yeah, I think
That's an S. Okay,
Yeah.
so then,
Yeah.
so then
Now
it's-
make the P,
so then
Ryan.
it's
There you go.
C.
No, that's a
Spider-Man.
Q. That's a lowercase Q.
Okay, never mind. Anyways, continuing on.
All right, guys. PlayStation 2. What's funny is these next two are going to be two of the best-selling consoles ever because we're going to do the PlayStation 2 and then we're going to do the Nintendo Switch, which actually might be the top two best-selling consoles of all time, except now we have the Switch 2.
Yeah, kind of muddies the water.
Guys, for me, now I will say this. I did not own a PS2.
Okay.
I had one of my best friends in the world at the time had a PS2. I had the Xbox 360, so it was like we had it covered. We had the bases covered. So
That was
for
always
me,
cool.
this is an easy answer because I was so jealous that I could not play this game at home. I'm going to leave that as a tease. Ryan, let's start with you. What is the console defining game for you for the PS2?
So I absolutely had the PS2. It is one of my most memorable consoles that I ever owned, especially in my youth. And it's funny, you talk about how long you had your Xbox 360. Dude, I had a PS2, no joke. Our big old, tube color TVs. We had one that fell off the entertainment center onto the PS2. The whole side's like split open, and that thing ran for like another 10 years. Dude, it was an
quality,
absolute tank. That thing ran no matter what. I absolutely love that system. What I personally remember and what personally I think of when I think of a PS2, obviously Metal Gear Solid 2. That's what I go to immediately. That's always my my go-to. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But what I think defines PS2 for me would be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I think that
that's a good pick.
that was
That's a good pick.
man, GTA 3 came out and like there was like, oh, okay, this isn't bird's eye view. This is something different. And then San Andreas just refined all that to make a really, really solid, pure game that people still quote, people still love to look at and play and talk about. Like this is just an all-timer game for an all-time system.
Yeah, no.
It
That's
really
a great
pushed
pick.
the boundary too of the system at that point.
Yes.
Like it felt
Yeah.
like you were playing next gen. Like people could not believe like what they were seeing and how well it, you know, the PS2 was a juggernaut at
Yeah.
the time, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Getting chicken
such
at
a
the
good
Chicken
one, man.
Shack and working
That's really
out,
good,
and then
dude.
oh snap, here we go again.
All right, Ace, what do you got, man?
All right. I kind of have like two in my head. Like I have to mention it or it's going to bother me, but Twisted Metal Black.
Oh, my man.
Oh,
My man.
Yeah.
I freaking love Twisted Metal so
Twisted
much,
Metal
dude.
was so good. And this is where we get the most iconic look for our main man, Sweet Tooth. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
this is where the best look comes from that, you know, that Samoa Joe's rocking in the actual TV show. But if I'm talking like what I think defined the PS2, for me personally, it's Kingdom Hearts. The clash of the giant that is Final Fantasy and Disney creating one of the most confusing RPGs of all time, but it's still going, so it's clearly doing something right.
It's confusing
This
because
is-
people don't know if they like it or not.
Oh, people love Kingdom
Dude,
Hearts.
people
People
love
that
Kingdom-
love
I-
Kingdom
I'm
Hearts.
included, homie.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
think it's
included.
so
love
dumb.
it,
My
dude.
little brother freaking loves Kingdom Hearts. I love you, Jake, but I think it's the stupidest. I hate turn-based anyways. I think it's such a dumb game.
It's not
But Donald
I will
turn-based for
say-
one thing.
Donald Duck is the GOAT.
He
Yeah,
is not.
As an outsider to Kingdom Hearts, I'm with Ryan on this one where I'm like, what the heck are we doing, man? You're taking like Final Fantasy and you're mixing it with Disney? Like Mickey Mouse and these Final Fantasy characters, and then like, you know, Donald Duck is the most powerful being in the universe, and like
Spoilers,
what are
that's
we
the last
doing,
game.
people? What are we doing, people? Like, but
Dude,
I do know from gamers that it's like, bro, if you got into Kingdom Hearts, you absolutely got into
You got
Kingdom
into
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts hard, dude.
I'm so, dude, I am so filled with jealousy right now and like FOMO because I missed out on a lot of these games, dude. A lot of these games. And again, I had access to a PS2 with my buddy, but we were always just playing like Tekken and like Pod Race or, you know, these other like multiplayer games because we were
Yeah.
hanging out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, in my mind, there are two games that I think of when I think of the PS2. And one is one of my favorite franchises of all time, which is God of War.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being so insanely jealous that I could not play the God of War games. And that all of my friends that had a PS2 were like, bro, Kratos is amazing. Oh, and dude, there's like this really inappropriate scene where you can go in and like do these things. And, you know, I'm like a teenager at the time. So I'm like, well, I want to be able to do that.
I want to see
And then they're
it.
like, dude, at one point you're climbing this Titan and you're fighting like the gods and it's the most amazing combat you've ever seen. And I just remember being like green with jealousy. So when I think of the PS2, like God of War is the series in my mind that defined it because it was all I wanted to play. It was all I wanted to experience. And I never got a chance. Guys, everybody knows I love God of War 2018. It's probably my all-time favorite game. I did not get to play the God of War games until like 2018. Like I played them on whatever the PS Now thing is where you can like play it through your computer, but you're
Oh,
playing
yeah,
it
yeah.
cloud, basically.
Yeah.
I played those in preparation to play God of War 2018. So I did not get to experience God of War until fairly recently. There is one other game, and I still to this day have never played this game, but anytime I think of the PS2, I always think about this game instantly, and it's Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why that game comes to mind when I think about the PS2. It looked incredible. The scale, the environment, the kind of beauty of the game. You're climbing these absolutely colossal creatures. You've got the weird griffin-looking thing that's your companion. I still to this day have never played it, but those are the two games when I think PS2 where I'm like, these are the ones, man. These are the ones that define the console. Twisted Metal, one of my favorite games to play. And the number one game that I wish we could remaster or resurrect back into existence. So that was a good choice.
Yeah,
Ace,
bro, give me
but-
Twisted Metal Black remastered like any day of the week.
That's what
Oh.
I just every time I think of the Sweet Tooth and and the clown and stuff, and then I think of the dude with the arms up in that one vehicle when he's just
Axel.
Axel.
Yeah, Axel,
with
he's
the
just
two
like,
wheels.
"Ah!"
Yeah, he could turn on a dime,
He's
though,
just like,
dude. That was
"Ah!"
the beauty of Axel, man. Yeah. Yeah, he's fused into the wheels.
Yeah.
Like, I loved the lore in that game. I love the
Mr.
characters,
Grimm
man.
and Dollface and all sorts
yeah.
of
I always
crazy
felt like too because
characters.
I know multiple people like us and stuff have grown up in religious families, and so I was always afraid to play that game because it was kind of like dark and edgy and
It was
scary.
dark. It
Yeah,
was
and
dark.
so like I was
if you
like
got into the lore.
like I would play with friends, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to be playing this, and it was it made it so much
that's
more
exactly
fun.
how it went. I would go over to my cousins and we'd play it like co-op, and we was like, all right, we're not going to tell our parents about this.
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna know.
It's just cars with machine guns.
Yep,
Yeah,
cars
that's
and
all.
machine guns,
That's
That's it.
all.
All right, guys. I'm very curious if this one is easy for people or not. The Nintendo Switch. I mean, a world-changing console. Nintendo just hit it out of the park with the Switch. My wife she literally just picked up ukulele, some version.
Oh,
She's
nice.
absolutely in love with it. It's not just the base one. It's the ukulele something.
It was
So-
the repack
but
or whatever it was for.
I don't know. She started playing it and she's like, oh, I love this game. So she's been playing it every night. So the Nintendo Switch, still very viable. One of the best selling consoles of all time. What is the defining game for the Nintendo Switch for you guys?
Oh man, for me it's Mario Odyssey. I love Mario Odyssey.
Okay, see, I think that's the popular answer, but
Yeah.
I think it's Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild was on the Wii U as well, though. It wasn't exclusive to the Nintendo
yeah,
Switch.
but did you really want to play it on the Wii U?
It ran fine on the Wii U. I played it on the Wii U and the Switch.
People bought a Wii U. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Dude, I
that's
had a
the
Wii
right
U.
answer, Ryan.
No,
Who
I
bought
had
the
a
Wii
Wii
U?
Who bought
Bro,
the
I
Wii
had the
U?
Wii
What do you
Fit
mean?
ring. I had the Wii Fit ring. I had the Wii Fit balance board.
Oh, I had
the
that,
bowling.
yeah.
Wii U
Josh is
bowling
like-
was what? Come on, guys.
Decked out in the Wii house.
Oh, that's
The
great.
ski jump in the Wii Sports was the best, man, because you had to balance on the balance board and then you had to like squat and put your arms out and it would get.
But you couldn't like come up off the board too much. It was like, don't jump
Oh,
on
no.
me.
Oh, yeah, nope. No, you couldn't do
I'm
that.
picturing Josh play the Wii U. Oh my god.
Dude, the Wii bowling. Wii U bowling is like, come on, man.
Yeah,
I
Wii
can't tell
bowling
you
is
how
good.
many hours I played. I spent playing Wii U bowling, dude.
My other answer is Smash Ultimate, because that was the ultimate collision of all these Nintendo properties, all these gaming properties into one final clash under the original creator, Masahiro Sakurai. I mean, they brought back
Yeah.
Snake. That was cool.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smash was a good one for sure. No, absolutely.
Mario Odyssey, I think, is the popular answer for that one, Ace. I mean, number one, it's an incredible
So
game.
good,
Like,
dude.
I'm so ready for another 3D Mario
Same.
game.
A
Like,
good 3D Mario.
A good
yeah,
3D
well,
Mario.
dude, they generally do pretty well, unless they're trying to just capitalize on like the Super Mario Brothers.
Well, they just
and some of these weird offshoot ones.
Well, they just repackaged
Mario Wonder
Mario
was
Galaxy
pretty good.
1 and 2, so
Yeah. I mean, Mario Sunshine was pretty good. Mario Odyssey, incredible. I'm still hoping that we're going to get. Listen, Nintendo, I know we troll you a lot. If you give me Super Mario Odyssey 2
Ooh.
for the Switch 2
Oh.
before Christmas, I'll buy it.
I'll buy it.
As
I'll
much
buy
as
a
we
Switch
troll
2.
it, I'll buy it, dude. I'll buy it straight
Wait.
for Mario Odyssey 2.
You got a
Mario
Switch
Odyssey
too?
2.
No, I'm saying
I'll
will
buy a
buy
Switch
one
2.
if
Oh,
they
you'll
give
buy a
us-
Switch too. Okay. All right.
For
Dang.
Super
That's,
Mario Odyssey 2, I will absolutely buy a Switch 2.
It's
there-
so good.
That's a console defining game then if people
It
will buy the
is.
console for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Dude, that's
Yep.
awesome.
So Ryan, what
me.
about you? What's your answer for this one?
Oh man, so this one's hard. Obviously, Ace is good with that, and then Odyssey and Smash and stuff. But I'm gonna go with Animal Crossing.
That was the COVID game that I think
That was
kept people
that was
sane, dude.
okay. That was the reason I bought a Switch. So we were into it. I played a lot of Animal Crossing with good old former host of the show, Paul, and his wife, my cousin. I played a ton of OG Animal Crossing over at their house when I was growing up. I spent a lot of time there. Good comfort game, something that drew me in. And this thing, I think like a lot of people bought it because of this game, and a lot of people still play this game, you know? It just is one, when I think of Nintendo and the Switch and these things, I think of New Age Animal Crossing, and that's just kind of what it hits for me.
That game's how I ended up with 3 Switch lights in my house, because I had to go out and buy them because other people kept stealing my game card while I was trying to play Animal Crossing.
Oh no.
Dude, I remember Paul like messaging because my wife was playing it too, and this is so Paul, but he had like a spreadsheet of like all the different fruits in the islands and the stock market for it all.
Not the turnip stock market.
Oh, he was like, here's the island code, and if you buy this fruit on this day, and then you can go to this friend's island and sell it, and you know, it was such a Paul thing, man. But it was awesome. Like he had it down to a science, dude. Like,
meanwhile, I'm just running on the beach. I'm just digging up seashells, like
just catching bugs.
Maybe that's why I got so bored, and then I was like, this game's dumb. It's not as good as when I was a kid, and then I got rid of it.
All right, guys, let's move. This is a tough category because there are not a lot of PC only games out there. So, you know, but there were some iconic games that released exclusively on PC for a period of time before they were available on console. I'm going to just start us off here. Ryan, one of your favorite games of all time, which is also one of my favorite PC games, Diablo 2. Was only available on PC at the time. I still remember the box for Diablo 2 and the artwork on it, you know, going to the store and buying the CDs and bringing them home and playing Diablo 2. It is also tied for me with Half-Life 2. You know, a lot of times, like when you think about PC gaming and kind of exclusives, you had the orange box from Valve when they were actually making games. Which was Portal, Team Fortress, Half-Life, you know, one of the best deals in gaming. But Half-Life 2 and Diablo 2 are the 2 games to me that defined PC gaming at the time.
Yeah. No, that's great. I'm gonna just kind of piggyback off that because those would probably be mine. I was of that era. Diablo 2 was just a mainstay. I would log into dial-up internet and then hop into, you know, Blizzard and then, you know, boot up Diablo 2. But for me, the most is Half-Life 2. That was I think defining moment in what gaming could be. I remember doing, and I know I've talked about this before on the podcast, is running like before the game was released, I was going through the dev stuff and they would do kind of like a simulation on just what the game was going to look like, and you can see the water effects, and now obviously they would look so bad compared to what we can do these days, but back then it was unlike anything I've ever seen, and still to this day, like there's a reason people continuously ask for Half-Life 3, like give us Half-Life 3. There's a reason Half-Life Alyx on VR is so well loved and renowned. Like it is something that anyone who is in the PC world knows this game and knows what it is. So that has to be something that's kind of near the top, or at least on the Mount Rushmore, you know, of PC gaming.
We often talk about cutting edge games that push the boundaries. You know, for a long time, Crysis was the game that you used to test like graphics and stuff like that. Like Half-Life 2 was so far ahead of its time, man, that it was truly mind-blowing. Like it was a game that like you absolutely remember, like, was way beyond what anybody had experienced with like, again, like the physics and just the graphics and stuff too. Ace, what do you have for this one?
I didn't like grow up with a PC in my house, so I didn't have quite the same experience. But when I think of like what the definitive PC game is to me, it's Portal 2. Or
oh yeah,
one of the best games ever made.
One of the best games ever made, absolutely. One of the best puzzle games, definitely. But and also, it's not like PC exclusive, but I'd say Cyberpunk, man. Whenever I think of like playing a game on my PC, I think about booting up Cyberpunk, and like that's how we like, you know, get people to stress test their PCs when they just built one. It's like, oh yeah, you should boot up Cyberpunk and see how many frames you get.
Exactly. That's dude. That's exactly when Josh
just like what you guys were talking about with Half-Life. Yeah.
When I built my PC because I joined this pod, I you know, I was always a PC gamer. Didn't have one for a while. I had a bunch of consoles and stuff like that, and then I got onto the podcast. I'm like, well, I better get a computer, and I got it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna stress test it with Cyberpunk, you know, see what I can run for frames, and I'm like, oh man, I'm running this, I'm Max Ultra, and you know, so. Yeah, that's the one. So no, that's a good pick too. That is definitely a defining game, and there's still a lot of ups and downs about it. It makes it controversial, but like that's what makes a good game.
You weren't playing it on console when it released.
You were
that's
not.
for sure.
No.
I got a PS4
I
copy
actually really
for
like
$5.
that one, Ace, because I kind of think like Cyberpunk is the new Crisis, where it's like you can absolutely just crush your graphics card with trying to play it. But my goodness, if it is not one of the most visually impressive games that I've ever seen,
It's
at
always
the
so
same
pretty
time.
to boot it up, man. Just walk around the city.
Yeah, I freaking love Night City, dude. Cyberpunk's one of my top 5 games of all time, honestly. So good choice there. All right, listen, everybody, we want to know what you think, and you can do that in the comments section, or you can join our incredible Discord server. We are actually approaching 1,200 awesome gamers in that server. So come join the community. Our Discord is amazing. It is family friendly. Everybody is just kind to each other, but it's not like the weird fake kindness that I hate. It's like, these are actual people like you and I that just love playing games together, love chatting games together, just sharing life and their hobbies and things like that. And I know a lot of people out there are like, no, that doesn't exist. Yes, it does. Come see for yourself. That's what we say every episode is just come join. You can lurk all you want, but you're going to see that there actually are some really incredible people out there that share this awesome hobby and love talking about it and actually playing together and things like that as well. I saw a post on, maybe it was Reddit the other day, where somebody was like, I hate multiplayer gaming now. It's no fun and everybody's toxic. And I just kind of went, you're not playing with the right people.
Yeah.
We have the right people, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come be a part. Don't hate where it's at. Fix it. And we have the solution because it is amazing. So that's our pitch to you to join the awesome community. If you would like to support the podcast, you can do so over on Patreon. There's a link in our episode description for that. It takes just a few minutes to sign up, but it keeps this podcast going over all these years and us continuing to bring you the best content that we can. And like our review at the top of the episode, don't forget to leave us a review. If you're on Spotify, rate us 5 stars. It really does help us out and help other gamers find the podcast as well. That's going to do it for this one, everybody. Until next time, happy gaming.
See ya.
Peace out.